Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. We've got a digital edition today. It's another Vain Facade episode. We've got a hero, we've got a villain. So first is our hero, Ember. Good lord, Irish. Alias is Roshan Okara. Her power source is fairy, and her bio says, Glyph foresaw a breach at the boundary between worlds, and the guardians at the gate rushed out to stop whatever monster was coming through. When they arrived, they found a burning building, but soon a woman ran out, appearing terrified of the fire and also of them. By her appearance, they thought she might be Amish at first. The woman spoke in an Irish accent, seeming lost and confused. She could not remember where she was or how she had arrived there. When asked the year, she replied 1857. She identified herself as Roshan Okara. The woman appeared lost and frightened, so they decided to look after her until they found a place for her to stay and could figure out what was going on. The only other clue was a dark mark around the woman's right ankle, which resembled a bruise, but was darker in color than a bruise would be. Roshan, being an early to bed, early to rise type, went to bed as soon as they had made arrangements for her, and soon the smoke detector began to sound. They rushed in to find Roshan in bed, engulfed in flames and apparently having a nightmare. They managed to wake her up and put out the fire, then they moved her to safer arrangements and kept a closer watch on her after that. Roshan insisted on cooking and cleaning for them and seemed to regard them a bit as wayward children, despite seeming about the same age. As more of her memories returned, Roshan explained that she and her husband had fled from the famine in Ireland after the death of their child and had come to America in the hope of finding work and food. They faced open hostility from the strongly nativist locals, and at one point an angry mob badly beat her husband and burned their house down. Even before that, Roshan had frequently relied on the church to get by, but after her husband was injured, she was forced to work 16-hour days as a seamstress in order to make ends meet while also tending to her bedridden husband and her two sons. Very good historical accuracy right there. Points for that. The constant work had begun to drag her down and cloud her mind when she'd found an invitation to a bazaar. Never a good sign. She had no money to spend, but hoped that merchants there might need a dressmaker, which would be higher pay and lower hours. What she found there she refused to describe, but Glyph quickly realized that Roshan was describing the Midnight Bazaar. She'd refused any dealings with the merchants there and had gone for a walk off the courtyard grounds where there was a path she could follow. She walked for a long time to clear her head and turned back to the bazaar to head back home. Just off the path she saw a very tempting fruit that she tried to ignore but couldn't. She reached out for it, careful to keep her foot on the path, but stumbled. Before she knew it, she had eaten 3 of the strange fruits, and when she looked behind her, the path was gone. So she knew what to do, but underestimated Fey trickery, like, go figure. Good job, though. She tried to run back, but branches and brambles tore at her skin and dress, and no matter where she looked, she could find no indications of the way back. She said that the fruit did something to change her, but she wouldn't elaborate. When asked for more information, it became clear that she could remember very little of what came after, and that she refused to speak about some of the things she could remember. She also became heartbroken as she realized that her husband and children were dead by now, as well as everyone else she had ever known. She blamed herself and became inconsolable with guilt, and they were unable to get much more information out of her then, or later, about her time before they found her, other than to say that she was in Fairy. She eventually remembered and related a time when the Sidhe gathered together for games, and one of them had bid her against a sword of some type. When the game had ended in a draw, her bonds were loosed and she had flown away. As they spent more time with her, they continued to see bursts of heat and outright fire come from her, and they worked on helping her to control these abilities. Liana also noticed that Roshan's temperament would often change at these times from a normally demure, kind disposition to one that seemed enraged and almost predatory. Liana thought at first that Roshan might be possessed, but Roshan seemed to always remember these incidents and was always deeply apologetic and abjectly mortified by them. Roshan had difficulty reconciling her previous life in 1857, her time in Fairy in the modern world, but Liana was able to get her involved in a local church where she began to volunteer feeding the poor and homeless. She also became able to control her powers, but she hated using them. When the guardians at the gate needed her, Roshan stepped up and used her considerable heat generation ability to help them, and they were shocked to discover that Roshan's flames can mend wounds as well. Deeply religious, Roshan felt guilty using her abilities, fearing they would lead her away from God, but also felt obligated to help those in need, which sometimes required that she not hold back. She once confessed that she felt that despite all the time that had passed since she stepped off the path all those years ago, that she had never found her way back. Roshan never wore into modern clothing styles and continued to wear simple dresses even when on patrol. While she clearly has much to learn, there is much she can teach the others as well. She spends most of her free time volunteering at the church and trying to find her way back to some semblance of sanity, or at least a world that makes some sort of sense, but it's been so long that she doesn't remember what that feels like anymore. So we have a woman out of time, lots of fire generation, but rather than being another Ra-like, she is also a healer. Alright, so the villain for our first game is going to be Malador the Mystic. Delightful. And alongside Ember, we've got Dr. Medico, Lady Liberty, and Titan 2199, and we're playing in Coyote Casino. Here we go. Come on. Do you have nothing better to be doing? Good line. Aura of Mastery, that's fine. Another Aura of Mastery, oh jeez. Elemental Ice, cool. And the Beast of Behemoth, that's fine. I don't need that. Ember is going to start off with Wreathed in Flame. This is a Blaze card, which is kind of her main thing. Increase fire damage dealt by Ember by 1 for each Blaze card in play. Power is until the start of your next turn. The first time each turn Ember is dealt damage, she may deal the source of that damage 1 fire damage. You may discard a card to use a power. But when you use her base power, Burning Heart, Ember deals a target 1 fire damage, you may draw a card. Go ahead and do that. Hit the Beast of Behemoth for 2. Cool. Dr. Medicu. Let's start with Preventative Care. Use it on Ember. Ooh, Experimental Medicine already. Let's do Flare Up. Take out the level of Impling. Heal Lady Liberty. And we'll give Titan and better healing. Lady Liberty is going to start off with a Liberty Smite, Beast of Behemoth. And off of that we'll play Rallying Cry. And let Ember use her base power. And that ought to be a token off the mask. Yes. We'll let Titan draw a card. Cool. Molten Veins. Excellent. Let's play Molten Veins. Titan form in my hand and play it. Alright, how the heck does this environment work again? Pick hero. That hero gains X+1 unlucky tokens and X+1 HP, or X the current amount of... Oh yeah. Who needs to heal Lady Liberty, I guess? Malador is playing Ravaging Decay. Oh, that's gross. Let's discard that. Ho ho. Lots of tokens off the mask. Not bad. Let's play Burning Wings. It's another Blaze card. The first time each instance of damage dealt by Ember would be reduced. Increase that damage by 1. So basically counteracts a single damage reduction. Not bad. Power is for each Blaze card in play. Reveal and replace the top card of a deck. You may discard the top card of a deck. You may play a card, or you may discard a card to use a power. Let's use the power on Burning Wings. The Malador's got Malador's Dread Utterance. That's unpleasant. Oh hey, the Titan can take this. We flipped him, hooray. Panic Casino, Craps Table, and why not her own deck? Oh, that was a discard, never mind. Let's go ahead and play Flaming Slash. Ember deals 3 targets, 2 melee, and 1 fire damage each. That'll be 3 fire damage, I think? Yep. 2 and 3. Nice. Shall I do immunization? I guess. We'll give this to Titan. Oh, good. Let's play Freedom's Touch and go ahead and take out the Beast. What's he gonna do? He's probably gonna do Stubborn Goliath. Take out the Beast of Behemoth, and she would like to draw a card. Titan's going to play Stubborn Goliath, and let's go ahead and whack Malador with that. Hero gains some lucky tokens, and then draws that many cards. Neat. Okay, gaining HP, that'll be Titan. And then we'll let him draw a bunch of cards, too. Nice. Yeah, Malador's Dread Utterance, we're going to want to destroy that. Unfortunately. Nope. Ha. Yes. Oh, that's nice. Ember will play From the Ashes. This is her third Blaze card. When she's reduced to 0 or fewer HP, restore to 7 HP, then remove this card from the game. Power is until the start of your next turn. Whenever Ember is dealt fire damage, she regains a hit point for each Blaze card in play, then increase the next damage she deals by 1. You may discard a card to use a power. I feel like using one of these. Let's do Wreathed in Flame. And then I will discard a card to use her base power and hit Malador for 4. Jeez. That's pretty good. Universal Donor time. Just healing to the left and right. And the Light of Liberty and Freedom's Touch. Yeah, she still wants cards. Oh, good. Let's do Misbehavior. Reveal all 3 cards. Ah, let's do Obsidian Grasp. Yes, discard a card. And immolate his ass. Whack Malador again. And so it goes. More craps. Having a crappy time at the casino? But Tish. Let's give Ember some healing. And let's have Dr. Medico draw cards. Oh, Mask is back. Draining Touch. Could be worse. Hey, Malador's Dread Utterance. It is worse. No. We'll discard that. I guess probably destroy the Light of Liberty. Yeah, that's the last thing he's doing. Oh, it's not. Yeah. Nice. Ember wields Searing Talons. The first time each turn, Ember deals each target fire damage. You may reduce the next damage dealt by that target by 1 for each Blaze card in play. That's pretty neat. Power is you may discard a card to play a card, then Ember deals a target 1 melee and 1 fire damage. I'm gonna do that, I think. I will play Scorching Shriek. Ember deals each non-hero target 1 sonic damage and 1 fire damage. That's just Malador. 5. Yeah, let's reduce his next damage by 4. Why not? And then 1 and 5 more. And that's lots of tokens off the mask. I guess it's time for Experimental Medicine, and he will increase his own next healing by 2. Let us light the way. Light of Liberty time. Freedom's Touch. And give Ember a card draw. Cool. Geez, too bad there's only one villain target out. Skip his play phase and just Stubborn Goliath for 3. Nope, security's out. We will heal Titan. And let Dr. Medico... No, let's let Ember draw cards. And how about Lady Liberty? Why does the token look different on her? That's interesting. I guess it's because she's Earth Prime, huh? Heal Titan, because he's about to get whacked. Woo! Well, at least we're basically immune to damage. Oh, hey, look! True Unmaking! The worst card in the game. It's going after Lady Liberty. We need to flip him real fast. We may as well destroy the Light of Liberty, because she's going to lose all of her stuff anyway. Okay, Titan gets the mask again. It would be great if I could destroy that right now. Ember will play Everything Burns, destroy an ongoing or environment card. Guess what? Goodbye, security. We don't need you. And then we'll go ahead and do Searing Talons. She's going to play Dreams of Fairy. Draw a card. Ember deals herself 2 psychic damage. Reveal cards on top of your deck until 3 ongoings are revealed. Put one in your hand. Shuffle the other revealed cards back into your deck. There we go. I was waiting for that. And then do a buttload of damage to Malodor. Yeah, reduces next damage by 4. Yes, please deal yourself some damage. And heal Ember. Let's do Doctor's Orders. Heal Titan. And let Ember use power. We will use Searing Talons again. This is great. Discard a Searing Talons and play Cleansing Fire. When Ember would deal a target fire damage, that target may regain that much HP instead. Reduce HP gained this way by 1 for each time HP has been regained this way this turn to a minimum of 1. So diminishing returns, but... oh yeah. No, we do not want to heal Malodor. We do want to reduce his next damage by a further 4. And then Universal Donor, he will heal himself. Okay, Liberty Smite. Whack this guy. Do I ring the bell or 1-2 punch? I'm going to ring the bell. And then Freedom's Touch, and we'll give the card draw to Ember. Very good. Let us Juggernaut Strike. And... oh wait, and I can use the mask. I forgot the mask gives you the ability to destroy spells. Let's get rid of True Unmaking, because that is terrible. More roulette. Okay, neat. Titan needs HP. He also needs cards. Ember could take some cards. And Dr. Medico can heal. We will destroy Malodor's Dread Utterance, which means he's almost ready to flip again, but that's okay. Oh darn, we don't want to produce his next damage, do we? Yeah, he can take it. Heal Titan. Could be worse. Alright, Blaze of Glory. Ember deals each target 1 irreducible fire damage. So first we hit Malodor. We do not want him to heal. And we do not want to reduce his next damage because he keeps hitting himself. And for the rest of this, well, for now we want to heal everybody. Yes. Wow. Healed him for 8. That's awesome. I see no reason not to do Searing Talons again. We'll play a Flaming Slash. Do not heal Malodor. That was tons of damage, and here's tons more. Yep, that's pretty good. Please deal yourself damage, sir. And heal Titan. And I guess let's flare up. And heal himself and Lady Liberty, why not? She doesn't have any reason not to heal right now. We'll heal Titan some more. Lady Liberty, might as well touch him with some freedom. Anybody actually need cards? Ember does. I would be surprised that this team is working so well together, but having Dr. Medico and Lady Liberty on the same team is bound to be a good thing. Let's play the Chaplain so I can deal more damage. Because we've almost got him. Croupier. Oh yeah, doubles up unlucky tokens. Okay, yeah, heal. And cards for Dr. Medico. And cards for Ember. And heal Titan. Sure. What horrors? Oh, wait. Oh, it's a Malevolent Impling. Excellent. Let's destroy... Actually, Ravaging Decay. There we go. Okay, he didn't flip, so I think we can probably finish the game this round. Let's Blaze of Glory again. No. 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 Goodbye. Yes. Lots of healing. Oh my god. 7 healing. 10 to Titan. And no, we don't care about the croupier. No, it doesn't deal damage. Alright, let's start with Burning Wings. I get to reveal and replace a bunch of decks. Malador's got the Hound, that's fine. Coyote Casino has more roulette, fun. Ember's got a reasonable Paranoia. Titan, Immolate. We'll discard the top card of Coyote Casino so we get something different. And then I'm going to discard a card to use Searing Talons. Lets me discard a card and I will play Brimstone down. When you use a power, Ember may deal a target 1 fire damage. At the end of each turn, Ember deals up to X targets 1 fire damage each, where X is the number of decks or cards and powers revealed from this turn. So that was a lot of things that I just revealed from. Too bad there's only one thing to hit, really. We will make him suffer. There we go, that was easy. Malador the Mystic, more like Malador the Bitch Stick. Let's go take a look at the villain for today. Our villain is Doomsayer, who you'll notice is not here right now. He'll show up. There he is. So this is Morgan LaRue. This is the Fury's brother. We finally get to see what he is doing. With some pushing from the Baroness, Brother Mathis and Brother LaRue discovered a ritual that granted power over fate itself. While Brother Mathis was unable to complete the ritual for himself, Brother LaRue possessed the necessary prerequisites. Pitching the ritual as a way to study lost magical techniques and bring balance to fate, Brother Mathis drummed up support within the Blackthorn Academy. In order to complete the ritual, Brother LaRue sacrificed his twin sister, Liana LaRue. So here's your Fury origin story. At the culmination of the ritual, Brother LaRue's tattoo became infused with power over fate, which was to be used to repair the damage that had been done to the world and realign it with the will of the fates. The ritual also gifted Brother LaRue with a servant to enforce this will. Although the ritual restored Liana's body to health, what arose from the ritual circle was not Liana, but rather a spirit of vengeance beholden to the fates. There was no sign of Liana, who seemed to be completely gone, save when the spirit was dormant. And Brother LaRue, however, did not uphold his end of the deal. He took the name Doomsayer and used the power he had gained to ruin the lives of those he encountered, without any regard to the will of the fates or the agreements that he had made as part of the binding ritual. He sent the spirit of vengeance to kill those that displeased him. The papers picked up on the string of murders, dubbing them the Fury killings, leading to the spirit to be called the Fury. But the Fury wasn't summoned to be a mere executioner, and Doomsayer's sway over her began to diminish. As it did, Liana became conscious more and more frequently. Despite the time that had passed, Doomsayer remains annoyed at losing control of such a powerful spirit, as well as his sister. He periodically seeks out Liana, attempting to regain his spell over the both of Liana and the Fury. Liana has no interest in returning to their previous arrangement, but nevertheless has difficulty accepting what her brother has become, or rather, what he's always been. Poor kid. Meanwhile, Doomsayer travels the world, twisting the fates of those he encounters toward darkness and calamity for his own amusement. He turns lies and fears into probable futures. He takes the form of archetypes or roles tied to people's emotional baggage, and uses those roles to ruin them. He believes that the fates are powerless to stop him, but the fates are not so easily cheated, and even at the darkest moments for those in Doomsayer's thrall, glimpses of their will shine through. Okay, here we go. And he says, I'm glad everyone could make it. We need to talk. Interesting. Don't believe his ass. So, bunch of stuff is about to happen. Start of the game, put countless words into play, shuffle Acolytes, the Blackthorn, Blade White, and Ningini into the villain deck. Reveal the cards on top of the villain deck until a target and a proclamation are revealed. First reveal the card of each type into play, shuffle the rest into the villain deck. Non-villain cards can't affect villain patterns in play. When a villain character is destroyed, remove it from the game. When Doomsayer is destroyed, the heroes win. Reduce damage dealt to Doomsayer by 1 for each other villain target in play. At the start of the villain turn, he regains 13 HP, which you'll notice is his max HP. At the end of the villain turn, shuffle all patterns from the villain trash into the villain deck, then reveal cards on the top of the villain deck until a pattern is revealed. Put it into play, shuffle the rest into the villain deck, then flip this card. And on his backside, everything is exactly the same, except instead at the end of the villain turn, he deals each hero target 1 infernal damage, and if no damage was dealt this way, play the top card of the environment deck. Countless Words is a pattern and a fate card. If there are no cards under this card, villain cards are indestructible and Doomsayer is immune to damage. If there are 2 or fewer cards under this card, Doomsayer and Proclamations are indestructible. When there are 4 cards under this card, flip this card. And when it flips, it becomes the Silent Balance, which is a pattern and a Providence card. Reduce damage dealt to hero targets by 1, and each hero gains the following power: destroy an ongoing or increase the next damage dealt to Doomsayer by 3. So that helps you clear out his stuff, because the Proclamations have to go before you can win. Alright, so he plays You Are Broken, his first proclamation. Play this card next to the hero whose player has the fewest cards in their hand. Targets in this play area cannot regain HP or have their HP increased. Doomsayer is indestructible, the heroes cannot win the game. We'll give this to Lady Liberty, she's fine with that. And the Acolytes of the Black Thorn come out. The first time each turn this card is dealt damage, reveal and replace the top card of the villain deck, then one player may play a card. At the end of the villain turn, if there is an ongoing on top of the villain trash, this card deals the hero target with the second highest HP 4 infernal damage. Otherwise, this card deals the 3 hero targets with the lowest HP 1 melee and 1 infernal damage each. Cool. Then we get Bloodbound Fate. When this card enters play, a player may move a card from their trash to their hand. Darn, I don't have any. When a hero would deal damage to Doomsayer, they may first deal themselves that same damage. And a hero would deal damage to Doomsayer, prevent that damage if that hero has not dealt themselves damage this turn. Not the worst thing, since we're not focused on dealing him damage yet. And then we get a pattern, Futile Efforts. Reduce damage dealt by hero targets by 1. At the end of the villain turn, each player may discard any number of cards. Add a token to discard for each card discarded this way. And if there are 12 or more tokens on this card, put this card under Countless Words. I'm tempted to have everybody discard 3 cards. I think we'll try and do at least 1. So then he flips and hits everybody for a little bit of damage. And I guess there's no ongoing on top of the villain trash. Well, yeah, because it's empty. Okay, well, we're up to 5 tokens already. That's not bad. So let's start off with Positive Prognosis. Gee, he likes Futile Efforts. We'll increase the next healing to himself. Let's ring the bell. And hit the Acolytes of the Black Thorn. Top card of the villain deck is a roll, a friendly face. We'll see that in a minute. Now, who wants to play a card? I think getting Ember set up would be a good idea. We'll do Wreathed in Flame, and let's do some healing. Ember needs cards because she just played one. Alright, Molten Veins, and play Titan form off of that, of course. Let's have the Acolytes whack him. Turn the Acolytes into Whack-a-lites. Might as well play Burning Wings, and then we'll use her base power. She can hit the Acolytes for some damage. Who would like to play a card? I guess Dr. Medico will do Intensive Care. Heal Ember, I guess. Some more cards to discard if nothing else. And we get a craps table. Who wants to draw cards? Lady Liberty does. Good, we can all discard at least 1 card again. Almost enough. Doctor's Orders. Let's have Ember use power. She'll hit the Acolytes, and I think she'll play a card. Let's do Cleansing Fire. That's pretty good. He'll increase his next healing. How about the Lady Liberty? Everybody heal. And we'll give Titan a card draw. Let's do Obsidian Grasp on the Acolytes. And off of that, I think he'll play Stubborn Goliath. Discard a card. Search trash. And then Stubborn Goliath. Let's play Brimstone down, and I think I'll just use her base power. We do not want them to heal. Thanks. God, we're running out of cards. Should play From the Ashes off of that, though. Oh, look at that. Nice. Roulette time. Lady Liberty still wants cards, I think. No, actually Titan does now. And we'll give Ember the heal. Oh, she's already at full. Never mind. We just have to discard 2 cards. So, a friendly face. Roll. Doomsayer is indestructible, immune to damage, and can't deal damage. At the start of each player's turn, they may skip their play power or draw a phase to add a token to this card. Then if there are more tokens on this card than active heroes, each hero deals itself 1 psychic damage and remove this card from the game. So that's going to make him play the top card of the environment deck a bunch. Go figure. At least we're immune to damage. So, Ember can discard a card, and Titan can discard a card, and we're good. Alright, Dr. Medico is going to skip his power phase. Let's do Positive Prognosis. Security prevented the damage, that's fun. She's going to skip her play phase. Just because I want to give Titan a card draw. Yeah, he'll skip his power phase. Play the Chaplain. She is not going to skip anything, because everything burns, and that includes security. We'll just use her base power and hit the Acolytes. We can let Lady Liberty play Honor the Fallen, why not? More fire damage. Everything burns. Croupier comes out. Who needs card draws? Dr. Medico. And who needs HP? Well, Lady Liberty, but nah. We'll give it to Titan. Dictating Destiny. Oh boy, when this card enters play, play the top card of each hero deck in turn order. The first 2 times a non-one-shot enters play this way, play the top card of the villain deck. When a villain target will be dealt damage, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the lowest HP. Thank goodness we have one of those. At the end of the villain turn, one player may discard 2 cards to destroy this card, and we probably will. Well, Second Opinion gets us. Nothing to see here. First time each turn, each hero is dealt damage by a non-hero card other than Doomsayer. Put a token on this card. And if there are 4 or more tokens on this card, put this card under Countless Words. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. So that'll be a fairly quick, and against, you know, not something we're able to really control, but, yep. Oh, Rallying Cry. We're going to have Titan use his base power. And we'll select the Croupier. Hey, look at that. We get a token on Nothing to See here. Juggernaut Strike. Excellent. Let's hit the Acolytes. Don't destroy Titan form. Don't destroy Titan form. Oh yeah, that's right. Gets redirected. And Ember plays Dreams of Fairy. Throw that in her hand even though she's got one. Looking for a loophole, another pattern. At the end of each hero turn, they discard a card or destroy one of their ongoing or equipment cards, then they may play a card. Then they may discard another card to put a token on this card. And if there are 4 or more tokens, it goes under Countless Words. That's a very nasty one. He plays the top card of the environment deck, and it's more roulette. The Immolate got redirected with the Croupier. Oh, well, that was quick. Fantastic. Let's hit the Acolytes with a bit of fire. No. And Ember can discard 2 cards, no problem. Good gravy. Dr. Medico will skip his power phase again. Will not do that. Intensive care again. Throw that on Ember. Dang. Alright, he will discard a card. He will not play a card. And then he will discard 1 more card. And that's our first token. She's not going to skip anything. Let's do Freedom's Touch. Hit the Acolytes. Let's have Dr. Medico play Preventative Care on... Oh, I don't know. I don't want it to be Titan. Let's play it on Ember. And off of that, he didn't get anything good. Doctor's Orders on Ember. Let's use her base power for more damage. Do not heal those guys. Do not heal those guys. She will let herself draw a card. She will discard a card. She will not play a card. She will discard a card. I think he'll skip his play phase. Hey, alright. I don't think order matters here at all. Do not destroy Titan form, that would be dumb. Cool. He can hit the Acolytes. And we can let him play a card. How about Combat Pragmatism? Let's discard a card, play nothing, and discard a card. 1 more. Ember will play Off the Path. The first time Ember's dealt Toxic, Psychic, or Infernal damage each turn, you may draw or play a card. Power is reveal the top 2 cards of a deck, put 1 on top and 1 on the bottom. I'm tempted to use that. Let's start with Reaved in Flame. And then I will discard a card and use Off the Path and reveal the top 2 cards of Doomsayer's deck. We've got Bloodbound Fate again, and different times, different faces. Reveal cards at the top of the villain deck until a proclamation and a roll are revealed. The first revealed card of each type into play, shuffle the other cards into the villain deck. Each player discards a random card from their hand, play the top card of the villain deck. That's not great. You know what? We have a lot of ongoing destruction. Let's put Bloodbound Fate on top. For all that, getting another pattern would be nice. Who wants to play a card? Oh, actually Ember does, because we have Searing Talons in hand. And then she can take them out. Goodbye. We don't need to deal damage. She will discard a card, play nothing, and discard a card. And hey, we're done with that pattern. 1 to go. Slots. Everybody gains unlucky tokens. Now we're good. Who needs cards? Titan does. Dr. Medico needs HP. Don't use a power now. Give him more HP. Alright, a player can move a card from their trash to their hand. Don't destroy Combat Pragmatism. Who's got what? Dr. Medico. Actually, I'm going to make it Intensive Care because we're still looking for his good cards. Seeing Red comes out. Increase damage dealt 2 and by hero targets by 1. When a card is destroyed, add a token to this card. Then if there are 4 or more tokens on this card, put this card under Countless Words. Well, hey, let's go ahead and destroy Combat Pragmatism and use Stubborn Goliath to whack the croupier. Destroying that. Yeah, hit. Sure, have him hit himself. Don't destroy Titan form. Jeez. No. There. Yes. And now he's soaking damage for everybody. No sense in hitting him, he's still indestructible. That being said, well, yeah, Intensive Care. Let's put that on Titan. Damn. And let's increase Titan's next heal by 2. Pardon me. Blazing Torch. She doesn't need to play any of that. Let's do healing. No. Let Ember draw a card. That's a little better. Of course, we got all the damage dealing cards and, like, no reason to play any of them. Obsidian Grasp on Doomsayer. No. No. There we go. Yes, discard a card. He has been immolated. Okay, Titan forms in play. Let's destroy one of the Bloodbound Fates, just because those are getting annoying now. Cool. And in fact, everything burns. Let's get rid of the other Bloodbound Fate. Hey, look at that. Okay, we flipped him. Could I take him out in one hit? Can I take him out in one hit, guys? Searing Talons. Discard a card, play Scorching Shriek. Do not heal him. Sure, reduce next damage. Nope, he's still indestructible. Get fucked, little man. I think all we have to do is destroy that proclamation and we're good. Card draws. Ember. Healing 1. Titan. No. Healing 2. Titan. Oh my god. 51! Holy shit. Okay, I didn't see that coming. You have no choice. Play this card in the hero play area. When the hero's player would play a card or use a power, they may discard a card. If they do not, play the bottom card of that hero's deck instead. Doomsayer is indestructible. We cannot win the game. Put that on Ember just because she's last. And we're going to try and get rid of all that stuff. Dealt no damage, so we get another craps table. Of course, that's security out, isn't it? Yeah, those guys need to go. Yeah, from the brink, please. I guess I should have done that sooner. Let's destroy an ongoing using the balance. Get rid of the one that just came out. Let's see, we can't 1-2 punch. Okay, Liberty Smite, we need to eat these guys alive. Into 1-2 punch. Lady Liberty coming in strong, wrecking the fuck out of security. And then she's going to destroy her proclamation. And then we just have to hit him for 2, which means taking out the security. Cards are gaining a hit point. Destroy an ongoing card. Oh, I guess I should have had her hit security more. Well, whatever. Let's do a little healing. Okay, surely she can deal with this. Flaming Slash. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, and there you go. As you can see, and see, this is why we couldn't see him on the character page, is because this is just the shadow of the things behind him. As you can see, a very complex fight, but not terribly hard. And that's going to be all for this one. You can find Ember and Doomsayer on Vane Facade. You can find Coyote Casino in its own mod, both of which are not licensed Gathering Games products. So please support the official release, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.